17. And Austin, you've been talking about what could happen. We're seeing it happen now. We're getting some reports of crashes, and the roads are really getting icy.
Yeah, they really are. The area I'm most concerned about right now is off across southern and southeastern parts of the Miami Valley. Not to say that it's dangerous to drive further to the north, but if you can see the snow on the ground, you know it's slick out there. But where we can't see the snow on the ground, we just have that ice. What you think may be wet could actually be icy. Right now, perfect example here in Xenia. All the cars that I've seen come down through here on Main Street have gone very slowly, and you can see that glaze of ice that's starting to show up on our camera right now. So we know the ice is out there, and as long as we have this freezing rain in place, that situation is going to continue to get a little bit worse. So again, live Doppler 7 radar shows blue indicating snow for the northern part of the Miami Valley, and we're even starting to see that transition now get into parts of Preble County where the temperatures are starting to fall off a little bit more. And then we're dealing with that icing and a mix of freezing rain and sleet further off towards the south and southeast. So if you're anywhere in Greene County, Butler, Warren, and Clinton counties, that's where the freezing rain is most widespread right now. And the roads could go downhill in a hurry, where you may have been driving around real late at night last night and everything was just wet. Now we're starting to see things slicking up. Further north across northern parts of the Miami Valley, especially north of I-70 right now, is mainly just snow out there. We're seeing that battle zone take place right around Tip City. So Tip City, a few minutes ago, you were in that freezing rain and sleet. You have now gone over to snow. Same for you from Pleasant Hill to Troy. Pick was seeing all snow, and we're seeing more snow as we look off to the north through parts of Salina and Wapakoneta right now. Now, I want to explain why we're still seeing these varying precipitation types out there. It's all thanks to a pesky layer of warm air in the middle of the atmosphere. So where this warm air is a little bit thicker and melts all the snow coming down, we actually have a raindrop falling to the ground and then hitting this real shallow layer of freezing air, creating that freezing rain. So that's why it may not look real wintry outside, but you actually have the ice. Then where that layer of warm air is a little bit thinner and we have a thicker area of the colder air at the surface, we're seeing that sleet, and eventually once you get the entire column of air below freezing, that's where we have all snow, and that's what we have across the northern part of the Miami Valley right now. So the trick as we go throughout the rest of the day is just pinpointing exactly where that transition is going to be. The general trend will be for it to move off towards the south and southeast throughout the rest of the morning. So by 9:30 in the morning, still, at least by this model, not much of a change from what we're seeing right now. Sleet and freezing rain off to the south, heavy snow to the north. As we go into the afternoon, though, you see that changeover line really makes some progress towards the south and southeast. So by 2:30 in the afternoon, we're all over to that snow. It'll be breezy at that time as well, so there could be some of that blowing snow, and the snowfall accumulation will be heavy. Anywhere north of I-70 to the very top of our viewing area from Mercer to Auglaize counties could see 6 inches to 12 inches of snow by the time it's all said and done today. So again, here are those wind gusts. Right now this morning we're seeing gusts in the 20 to 25 mile per hour range, but as we go towards the afternoon and especially the late afternoon into the evening, that's when we could see some of those gusts to 35 or 40 miles per hour. And so you may at times hear us today describe the conditions as blizzard-like. We're not technically going to have a blizzard because we won't have those conditions sustained for 3 hours, but if you get the snow combined with the winds of 40 miles per hour, and then some reduced visibility to down below a quarter of a mile, sure, it would look like there's a blizzard outside, and that is in the cards today. On the backside of the system, we have another concern to watch out for, and that's the extreme cold. So we're going to have high temperatures only in the 20s as we go through Friday and Saturday, and maybe some areas only in the teens for highs on Saturday. The low temperature on Saturday morning will be -3 with wind chills as low as -15 to -20 in some areas. So there's going to be some really serious cold on the backside of this system. If you lose power, be careful with how you're heating your home. Make sure that there's nothing leaking carbon monoxide into your home that could, create some carbon monoxide issues as we try to stay safe with this cold out there. All right, 7-day forecast shows very cold weather behind the winter storm. We're back up to 32 degrees for Sunday, but then right back down to the 20s for highs come Monday. Let's get a check on the roadways now with Sergeant Mark Bauer. And Sarge, what I'm most concerned right now, not sure about you, but is that potential for the black ice across the southern and southeastern parts of the Miami Valley.
Yeah, so that's always the biggest concern also because that's really difficult to see. A lot of times you don't even know it's there. So the best rule of thumb, if you do have to head out this morning, give yourself extra time. I just literally talked to the Dayton Postal Highway Patrol. They've had a few slide-offs. They've had them in Montgomery, they've had them in Greene and Preble County. There's been nothing major. There's also slow traffic on 75 from Troy all the way to Auglaize County, Wapakoneta. That's where I've seen a lot of the slow traffic. Also, State Patrol told me that along Interstate 70 at Arlington Road, which is Brookville, that was an area that kind of developed from a little more slick conditions, so they sent ODOT out there and they made a couple more passes. So right now I'll show you what it looks like. It's very light volume traffic-wise, but as far as in the accident activity, there hasn't been anything new reported probably for the last half hour to 45 minutes. I'm Sergeant Mark Ballard, WHIO Team Traffic.
All right, Sarge, thank you. Breaking news right now, South Main Street in Springfield is closed after a semi went off the road and brought down some power lines. We want to show you video just into our newsroom. You can see the semi came to rest after hitting the front porch of a home. Now, right now, Clark County is under a level 1 snow emergency. We told you that just a few minutes ago. That means roads are hazardous with blowing and drifting snow. Now, News Center 7's Don Draxilius is headed to the scene. We'll check in with him in just about 15 minutes.
It's 5:22 now, 29 degrees. Right now, we'll take a live look from I-75 from our Storm Tracker 7 as it makes its way north of Wapakoneta. Depending on where you are right now, this massive winter storm is dropping rain, it's dropping sleet, it's even dropping snow in parts of our area, as you can see there.
And this same storm left a path of problems for millions of people to our west. We'll take a look at some of the driving conditions folks had to deal with there.